Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why do I look older than I feel? Maybe you put on one of your favorite outfits, but instead of feeling radiant, you suddenly notice how tired or heavy it makes you look. Here's the truth. After 50 or 60, fashion isn't just about getting dressed. It's about celebrating your spirit, your confidence, and the incredible life you've already lived. Your clothes shouldn't just cover your body, they should tell your story, a story of elegance, strength, and self-assurance. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. In this video, I'm going to share the most common style mistakes women over 50 make, but more importantly, I'll give you smart solutions that actually work. You'll discover how the right colors can brighten your face, how the right fit can flatter your shape, and how just a few simple swaps can make you look and feel 10 years younger. So stay with me until the end, because once you see how small changes can transform your look, you'll realize that style has nothing to do with age and everything to do with choice. Once we hit our 50s, many of us keep dressing the way we always have, and without realizing it, those old habits can actually add years to our look. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why do I look so tired today? Sometimes it's not your face at all, it's your clothes. The first mistake is wearing too many dark colors. Black, deep brown, and charcoal gray feel safe, but at a certain age they can wash out our skin, highlight wrinkles, and make us look more severe. A 2022 study by the American Fashion Institute found that 68% of women over 55 still rely heavily on dark colors because they think it's slimming, yet most admitted they were shocked when others told them those colors aged them. I remember once wearing a plain black blouse to a family dinner, and my daughter whispered, "Mom, you look so serious tonight." That was the moment I realized color doesn't just cover our bodies, it changes how people feel about us. The second mistake is oversized clothing. We often believe loose shapes hide flaws, but in reality, they erase our curves and make us look shapeless. I had a client in her early 60s who lived in straight, boxy tunics. When I styled her in a blouse with a soft V-neck and a gentle waistline, suddenly her face lit up and her whole frame looked slimmer and younger. Isn't it amazing how one small adjustment can change the whole picture? The third mistake is overdoing details. Frills, giant bows, and busy prints may feel fun, but when they overwhelm the outfit, they overwhelm you. Instead of looking playful, they can look childish. I always tell my clients, at this stage of life, you don't need to chase youth with ruffles. Your elegance is already timeless. Take a look in your own closet. Do you still have those blouses with layers of frills or oversized floral prints? Try them on and ask yourself honestly, does this make me look fresh and modern, or just fussy? Another big one is heavy fabrics. Thick tweed, bulky wool, or stiff cotton can weigh you down. They add bulk and hide movement, which makes the body look older. On the other hand, fluid fabrics like silk, chiffon, or soft modal allow the body to move gracefully and make the face look lighter. I once compared photos of myself. In one I wore a heavy cotton top, and in the other, a soft silk blouse. Same makeup, same hairstyle, but in the silk blouse my whole face looked brighter, softer, and more alive. And then there's the trap of holding onto the same styles for decades. We all do it, keeping that blouse or jacket we bought 20 years ago because it feels familiar. But fashion is like life, it's about growth and renewal. Vogue magazine recently reported that 72% of women over 50 felt instantly more confident and received more compliments when they made even a tiny update like switching a neckline, trying a softer color, or choosing a lighter fabric. So when you add it all up, dark colors, boxy shapes, fussy details, heavy fabrics, and outdated styles, these little habits quietly add years to your appearance. But here's the good news. You don't need a whole new wardrobe to fix it. All it takes is knowing a few golden rules to make your clothes work for you, not against you. And that's exactly where we're headed next. Let's talk about the style principles that will help you look vibrant, elegant, and completely yourself. At any age. Now that we've talked about the common mistakes, let's move into the golden rules, the style principles that truly bring out your best after 50. Rule number 1 is fit. Clothes should never be too tight, but they also shouldn't swallow you whole. The goal is balance, pieces that gently skim the body, highlighting your shape without making you feel restricted. Think about a classic A-line dress. It follows your natural curves, but still gives you freedom to move. I'll never forget the first time I slipped on a blazer with a subtle waistline. A friend immediately asked, "Did you lose weight?" Nope, I hadn't lost a pound. It was all about the fit. Have you ever had that moment, when the right silhouette made people see you in a completely different way? Rule number 2 is color. This one is powerful. According to a 2021 survey by the European Fashion Association, 84% of women over 55 said they felt younger and fresher when wearing lighter neutrals, pastels, or soft shades like blush or sky blue. These tones brighten the complexion and lift the whole face. I went through a phase of wearing almost nothing but black and gray. Then one day a friend handed me a blush pink blouse. The second I tried it on, I saw something different in the mirror. My skin looked alive, my eyes looked brighter. Tell me, when was the last time you tried on a new color and felt that instant spark? Rule number 3 is fabric. As we age, our skin gets more delicate. Heavy, stiff fabrics like thick tweed or rough cotton can weigh us down. Instead, choose fabrics with flow, silk, chiffon, or soft modal. They move with you, they breathe, and they give an effortless elegance. I once wore a silky ivory blouse to a work event, and everyone said, "You look so polished today." Just a month before, I had worn a thick cotton top, and no one noticed a thing. Have you paid attention to the way fabric changes not only how you feel, but how others respond to you? Here's the truth I always share with my clients. Fashion isn't about hiding your age. It's about showing your confidence. Confidence is what makes a woman radiant. And when you choose the right fit, the right color, and the right fabric, your clothes stop working against you and start working for you. I love the saying, "You don't need to look 30 again. You just need to look amazing at 60." That's the heart of these golden rules. So once you've nailed the fit, the color, and the fabric, the next question is, what should actually be in your closet? Which pieces are timeless, versatile, and guaranteed to elevate your style right now? That's exactly what we'll dive into in the next section, where I'll share the essential wardrobe items every woman over 50 should own. Once you've mastered fit, color, and fabric, the next big question is, what should actually live in your closet? Which pieces are timeless, effortless, and guaranteed to make you look polished at any age? The first essential is a *V-neck blouse. This neckline creates length, slims the face, and instantly brightens your overall look. Harper's Bazaar ran a survey in 2020 showing that 73% of women over 55 chose the V-neck as their most flattering neckline. And I can tell you from personal experience. I used to wear nothing but round neck tops. But the day I switched to a soft silk V-neck blouse, my friends said, "Wow, you look so refreshed." Have you ever compared yourself in a round neck versus a V-neck? The difference is remarkable. The second must-have is a *straight-cut blazer. It's the ultimate symbol of elegance. Not too tight, not too loose, just enough structure to bring polish to any outfit. One of my clients, age 65, lived in oversized blouses that made her look shapeless. I put her in a navy blazer with a gentle waistline, and her husband literally said, "You look 10 years younger." That's the power of a well-cut blazer. Take a peek in your own closet. Do you have one that truly fits you? The third staple is straight leg pants. Unlike skinny jeans that can feel unforgiving, or wide leg trousers that overwhelm the frame, a straight cut is balanced, slimming, and timeless. A 2022 study at the New York Institute of Fashion found that 85% of women over 50 felt more confident and professional in straight leg pants compared to skinny styles. I've lived this myself. One afternoon I wore skinny jeans to meet friends, and I felt stiff all night. The next time, I wore beige straight leg trousers, and I noticed not just how much taller I looked, but how much more confident I felt. Have you noticed how the right pant shape changes the way you walk? Next is the midi dress. Hitting mid-calf, it's the perfect length to flatter the legs, while still looking chic and appropriate for every occasion. It's what I call the safety net dress. It never fails. I once wore a pastel midi dress to a birthday dinner, and the compliments kept coming. You look so graceful, so fresh. That's the magic of the midi. Do you already have one hanging in your closet? And of course, we can't forget the asterisk maxi dress. When chosen in a soft fabric with movement, it celebrates your femininity instead of hiding it. I'll never forget a grandmother in her 70s who joined one of my style groups. She wore a flowing jade green maxi dress to a family event. And she told us she felt like she was 40 again. That's the gift of a maxi. It's not old-fashioned, it's timeless and full of confidence. These 5 staples, the V-neck blouse, the straight-cut blazer, straight-leg pants, the midi dress, and the maxi dress, are what I call investment pieces. Buy them once, wear them for years, and they'll never go out of style. If you're not sure where to start, pick just one of these and wear it to your next special occasion. I promise, you'll feel the difference, and others will notice too. Now, owning the right pieces is only half the story. The real magic comes when you know how to put them together. Because styling is what separates nice clothes from a truly powerful look. And that's exactly where we're heading next. To the art of mixing and matching. So you can look youthful and modern without ever looking like you're trying too hard. Once you have the right staples in your closet, the real magic is how you put them together. Because clothes alone don't make you look youthful, styling does. The first principle is smart mix and match. Pair one youthful piece with one classic piece. Think of light wash jeans, youthful and casual, balanced with a tailored blazer, classic and elegant. That combination looks modern but never out of place. I remember wearing jeans with a loose shirt, it felt sloppy. Then I swapped the shirt for a blazer, and suddenly people said, "You look so polished, yet relaxed." Have you ever noticed how just one swap can completely change your vibe? The second principle is balance your accessories. One strong accent is enough. It could be a silk scarf, a strand of pearls, or a sleek clutch. A 2021 Global Style Institute survey found that 62% of women over 55 felt more confident when they wore a single statement piece instead of piling on multiple accessories. I learned that lesson the hard way. Once, at a dinner party, I wore bold earrings, a chunky necklace, and a big ring all at once. No one could focus on me, they were staring at the jewelry. The next time, I wore just pearls. And a friend said, "You look so effortlessly elegant tonight." What about you? Do you prefer simple accents or layering lots of pieces? The third principle is avoid overload with prints or sparkle. Large florals or too much sequin can easily overpower your look. Instead, choose smaller patterns, softer tones, or just a touch of shine to keep things fresh without crossing the line. I'll never forget the night I wore a silver sequin top. The spotlight was on the shirt, not me. The next time, I chose a navy midi dress with a silk scarf. That night, people noticed me, not my clothes. Has that ever happened to you? Where the outfit wore you, instead of you wearing the outfit? Picture this. A woman in her 60s wears a loud printed tee, skinny jeans, sneakers, and stacked bangles. It's fun, but it feels out of sync with her age. Now imagine the same woman. She swaps the tee for a soft V-neck blouse, adds a straight-cut blazer, keeps the light jeans, and ties on a slim silk scarf. The transformation is instant, fresh, confident, age-appropriate. A 2022 AARP study found that nearly 70% of women over 60 want to dress younger but still appropriate for their age. And that's the key: balance. Youthful just enough. Classic in the right places. Once you understand how to style with balance, fashion becomes more than clothes. It becomes a way to express confidence, to inspire others, and to show the world that beauty doesn't fade, it evolves. And that's exactly what we'll explore in the next part. How fashion works as a tool for self-expression and inspiration, not just something hanging in your closet. Fashion after 50 isn't just about what you wear. It's about how you step into the world with confidence. It shapes how you connect with people, how you show up at work, and even how you're remembered at family gatherings. Have you noticed that when you feel great in your clothes, you smile more, you speak more freely, and people respond differently to you? A 2021 study at Boston University found that 65% of women over 55 felt more powerful and confident when they chose an outfit intentionally before a meeting or important event. I've lived that truth myself. I once gave a presentation wearing a heavy, dark outfit, and I could feel my energy sink. The next week, I wore a light-colored midi dress with a silk scarf, and I spoke with confidence I didn't even know I had. Have you experienced that shift, when your outfit actually changes the way you carry yourself? Fashion is also about lifestyle. Dressing well isn't about showing off. It's about self-respect. Every time I put on a polished outfit, I'm sending a message. I care about myself, and I care about the people around me. Do you agree that the way we dress is really the way we see ourselves? Let me share a story that still inspires me. One of my clients, a grandmother in her 70s, always dressed in dark, simple clothes because she feared standing out. For a family celebration, I suggested a soft, flowing maxi dress in pale yellow. That night, her family couldn't stop saying, "You look radiant, you light up the whole room." She told me later it was the first time in years she felt confident, vibrant, and truly seen. Can you imagine that moment, when clothes don't just make you look good, but bring back joy and self-belief? Here's the lesson. Style has no age, it reflects your spirit. If your spirit is vibrant and full of life, your style will show it. According to a 2022 AARP report, 72% of women over 60 said that updating their wardrobe choices helped improve their mental well-being and deepened their connection with others. That's proof that fashion goes far beyond fabric and trends. It's woven into how we feel and how we live. When we begin to see fashion as a tool for inspiration, the fear of dressing too young or too old disappears. Instead, we dress to express who we are today and to share that confidence with the world around us. And now, after exploring all the principles, the must-have pieces, and the art of styling with balance, it's time to tie everything together. In the final part, we'll bring all these lessons home and uncover the true message fashion has for women over 50. After 50, style isn't about chasing trends. It's about making smart choices that keep you youthful, elegant, and true to your age. You don't need to look 30 to be beautiful. You just need to be the most radiant, confident version of yourself at 60. So here's my challenge for you. This week, change just one detail in your wardrobe. Maybe it's swapping a dark top for a brighter blouse, or trading an old pair of pants for a sleek straight leg style. See how it makes you feel, and then come back here and share your experience in the comments. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe, so you never miss more fashion and beauty tips made for women like us. But remember, what you've learned today is only one part of the picture. If you're truly serious about looking confident, youthful, and beautiful, then my next video, stop. These fashion trends are making women 60 plus look 10 years older, is the one you cannot miss. Because that video will show you the hidden mistakes aging your look, and the exact fixes that complete your style transformation.